Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Shark, Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. I want your opinion about a few video clips that were shot at the California Rodeo in Salinas, California.
Katie in the suicide drag, Spencer and the suicide drag. Careful, ladies, careful.
What do you think? Is this steer injured?
Spencer from California and this Australian gal.
How about this steer?
Martin Noguera's time is 10 and 2. 10 and 2.
How about this one? Or this one? You don't have to be a veterinarian to say, why yes, of course, all these animals are injured. You'd think anyone with eyesight would agree. What is so disturbing about these images is that the official veterinarian for the rodeo claims that none of these steers are injured. Not a single one, and they don't need any treatment, according to that vet. Dr. Tim Eastman is the official veterinarian for the California Rodeo in Salinas. California state law requires that rodeo vets report the number of animals injured at the rodeo. In 2013, Dr. Eastman claimed that there were just 3 injuries, while Shark video documented 23 injuries. In 2014, Eastman claimed there was just 1 injury, while Shark video documented 19 injuries. As a result of the underreporting of animal injuries at the rodeo at Salinas, the Animal Legal Defense Fund and the law firm of Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher filed a lawsuit on behalf of Shark against the California Rodeo at Salinas. Dr. Eastman was deposed as part of that lawsuit, and the information that came out of that deposition was stunning. Tim Eastman says that he started attending the California Rodeo at a very young age and that his family has been involved with the rodeo for many years. Nothing wrong with that. But Dr. Eastman's wife is involved with the rodeo, and his brother is a past president of the rodeo. Tim Eastman's father is a past announcer and president of the California Rodeo at Salinas. His grandfather got his father involved. Eastman says his great-uncle ran the rodeo barbecue for many years. In his deposition, Eastman stated that he probably has a dozen relatives who volunteer their time with the rodeo. That sounds like a conflict of interest, doesn't it? But wait, there's more. Tim Eastman is on the rodeo board of directors, and he has at times been on the rodeo's executive committee. Dr. Eastman owns stock in the rodeo. Those are big reasons for Tim Eastman to protect the rodeo, while Eastman's position as the rodeo's official veterinarian will bring lots of negative attention to the event if he reports a lot of animal injuries. That is a big conflict of interest. By his own admission, Eastman has no guidance or oversight whatsoever as the rodeo vet. He answers to no one, and he oversees the rodeo's veterinary committee. In his deposition, Eastman states, "I've never had anybody in our committee I didn't personally know. It's always been veterinarians that work for me." All the other rodeo vets are Eastman's employees at his private practice, so if they contradict him regarding the lack of care and treatment of rodeo animals, their livelihood could potentially be at risk. Wikipedia describes a conflict of interest this way. A conflict of interest is a set of circumstances that creates a risk that professional judgment or actions regarding a primary interest will be unduly influenced by a secondary interest. Dr. Tim Eastman's primary duty is supposed to be the care and well-being of each and every animal at the rodeo. But his deep and long-standing ties to and stock in the rodeo and complete lack of supervision or accountability are completely in conflict with his primary duty. No ethical or credible organization or individual would allow this enormous conflict of interest. This glaring conflict has existed for more than 10 years at the California Rodeo at Salinas, and everyone in the rodeo management knows about it. The issue with rodeo vets goes way beyond Salinas, California. Go to virtually any rodeo in the country, and the rodeo vet knows that if he or she flags many animals as injured, he or she won't be a rodeo vet anymore. The Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, the world's largest rodeo association, does not publicly release its injury and death reports, and neither do the small associations. Rodeo's not a sport, it's animal abuse. As such, the rodeo industry relies on unethical practices such as severe underreporting of injuries and not making injury and death reports public to keep money flowing from attendees and sponsors like Coca-Cola. In 2016, Salinas has followed the lead of many other rodeos in banning video cameras.
Like this. So all we're asking is that you please respect the policy of the California Rodeo Association and not video.
Because shark video cameras have exposed the cruelty, cowardice, and corruption of rodeos in Salinas and nationwide. This isn't the end of the Salinas conflict of interest issue. Our next Salinas video will expose shocking misconduct at the California Veterinarian Medical Board, the very state agency that is supposed to oversee and deal with rodeo animal injuries. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.